Do you truly believe that a good belly rub is the absolute highlight of your dog's day? It is a comforting thought, isn't it? We love touching them, and we assume they love nothing more than being touched by us. But what if I told you that biologically and psychologically, there are specific experiences that light up your dog's brain far more than your hand ever could? While affection is beautiful, we humans often project our own needs onto our dogs, missing what they actually crave deep down in their DNA. Today, we are going to explore 10 surprising things dogs love even more than being petted. And I have to warn you, the seventh thing we are going to talk about might completely shift the way you look at your best friend's daily routine. Stay with me, because understanding this list is the key to unlocking their deepest happiness. Let's start with something that you probably do every single day, but you might be doing it all wrong without even realizing it. It's the daily walk, but specifically the art of exploring new scents. You know that feeling when you're rushing to get to work and you just want to finish the morning lap around the block, but your dog stops. They stop at a tree. Then 3 steps later, they stop at a fire hydrant. Then a patch of weeds. And us humans, being impatient, we tend to tug on the leash and say, "Come on, buddy, let's go." We think the walk is about cardio. We think it's about distance. But here's the truth you need to embrace for your dog. That walk isn't a workout. It is a reading session. You have to remember that dogs experience the world through their nose in a way we can barely comprehend. While we see the world in bright colors, they smell the world in high definition. Their sense of smell is anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. When they sniff a tree, they aren't just smelling bark. They are reading a complex social media feed. They know who was there, how long ago, if that other dog was male or female, if they were stressed or happy, and what they had for dinner. Exploring new environments and allowing them to sniff is infinitely more stimulating to their brain than a pat on the head. Trainers call these decompression walks, or sniffaries. When you let your dog lead the way with their nose, their brain releases dopamine. It actually burns more mental energy to sniff for 20 minutes than to walk fast for an hour. So the next time you go out, try to be patient. Stop looking at your phone or checking your watch. Let them sniff. To them, pulling them away from a scent is like someone snatching a book out of your hands right before you finish the page. It's frustrating. Giving them the freedom to process the world through their nose is one of the highest forms of love you can offer. But while sniffing engages their brain in a quiet way, there is another activity that engages their ancient instincts, and it's something they literally need to do to feel complete. This brings us to the thrill of the hunt, specifically through games like fetch and tug of war. There is a specific look a dog gives you when they drop a toy at your feet. You know the one. The eyes are wide, the tail is vibrating, and the body is tense with anticipation. They don't just want to play, they need to play. While petting is a passive activity, it's something you do to them. Play is active engagement. It triggers their predatory motor patterns. Think about their ancestors for a moment. Wolves don't get petted in the wild. They hunt, they chase, they bite, they pull. When you play fetch, you are simulating the chase. When you play tug of war, you are simulating the catch and the tear. These games scratch a biological itch that sitting on the sofa simply cannot reach. This is especially true for high-energy breeds, like retrievers, shepherds, and terriers. They were bred to work, and play is their work. But it goes deeper than just exercise. Cooperative play, like tug of war, builds a massive amount of confidence and connection. When you are on one end of the rope and they are on the other, you are partners. You are engaging in a shared activity. And here is a pro tip. Let them win sometimes. When they win, the tug, their confidence soars. They feel like the mighty hunter they were born to be. That feeling of accomplishment and the adrenaline rush of the chase is a high that petting just can't compete with. So swap the cuddle session for 10 minutes of intense play and watch your dog's eyes light up with pure joy. Now, after all that excitement and adrenaline, dogs have a natural mechanism to calm themselves down, and it acts almost like therapy for them. This is the act of chewing. Have you ever come home to find your table leg gnawed on? Or maybe a shoe that has been destroyed? We usually get mad right. We think the dog is being bad. But chewing isn't a bad behavior. It's a biological necessity. Dogs love chewing more than almost anything because of what it does to their brain chemistry. When a dog gnaws on a bone, a bully stick, or a tough rubber toy, the repetitive action of their jaw releases endorphins into their brain. These are the feel-good chemicals. It literally soothes them. It's why puppies chew when they are teething, but it's also why anxious dogs chew when they are stressed. It is their version of meditation or squeezing a stress ball. Many dogs, if given the choice between you petting them or a high-value fresh bone, will take the bone and run to their bed. It's not personal. It's just that the bone offers a deep primal satisfaction. It keeps their teeth clean, yes, but more importantly, it keeps their mind sane. It prevents boredom. If you aren't providing appropriate outlets for this need, they will find their own, usually involving your furniture. So investing in safe, long-lasting chews is a way of telling your dog, I understand what you need to relax. It's a gift of peace for them. Speaking of peace, sometimes peace comes from burning off every ounce of energy in their body. This leads us to the sheer joy of exercise and outdoor freedom. A tired dog is a happy dog. You've heard that before, right? But it's true on a chemical level. While petting provides comfort, running provides euphoria. Dogs are natural athletes. Their bodies are designed for movement. When they get to run freely, whether it's sprinting at the dog park, hiking up a trail, or swimming in a lake, their bodies flood with endocannabinoids. It's the runner's high. There is a distinct difference in a dog's demeanor after a gentle walk around the block versus a vigorous session of running. After a run, they are loose, their tongue is lolling out, and they have that soft, squinty-eyed look of total satisfaction. That is a level of happiness that a belly rub can't achieve. A belly rub feels nice, but a full sprint makes them feel alive. This is crucial for their mental health. Many behavioral issues, barking, digging, aggression, are just pent-up energy that has nowhere to go. If you keep a Ferrari in the garage and never drive it fast, the engine gets ruined. Your dog is the Ferrari. They need to open up the throttle. Taking them on an adventure where they can move their body the way nature intended is a profound gift. It tells them that you respect their nature as an animal, not just a lap accessory. But dogs aren't just athletes. They are social butterflies. They speak a language that we can't speak, which is why socializing with others is so vital to them. Humans are great. We feed them. We love them. We open the doors. But we aren't dogs. We don't speak dog. We don't understand the subtle flick of an ear the posture of a tail, or the complex scent signals they exchange. That is why socializing with other dogs is something they crave deeply. When your dog meets another dog and they do that little play bow, or they chase each other, or simply sniff each other, they are engaging in a cultural exchange that fulfills them socially. They are practicing their language. A dog that is isolated from other dogs can become fearful, reactive, or depressed. It's like a human never speaking to another human. Now, not every dog wants to be at a chaotic dog park that can be overwhelming. But most dogs thrive on having a walking buddy or a play date with a neighbor's dog. Even socializing with new people is exciting for them. It stimulates their brain. Who is this? You smell different. You have different treats. It breaks up the monotony of their life. So while you might want to keep your dog all to yourself on the couch, remember that letting them make friends is crucial for their soul. Now, let's get a little basic. Let's talk about the one thing that motivates almost every living creature on Earth, especially your dog high-value food. Let's be honest. If you held out your hand with a piece of steak in it and used your other hand to try and pet your dog, which hand are they looking at? They are looking at the steak. Food is a primary reinforcer. It is survival. But for dogs, it's more than just survival. It's a passion. The sound of a crinkling bag can wake a dog from a dead sleep 3 rooms away. While petting is a nice sign of affection, a high-value treat like a piece of real chicken cheese or freeze-dried liver is a jackpot event. It activates the reward centers of their brain instantly. This is why treats are so powerful for training. You can't usually train a dog to do a backflip just for a good boy pat, but for a piece of cheese, they will work for you. They will problem solve. Offering them variety in their diet, or giving them a special chew, shows them love in a language that is biologically undeniable. It's not about making them fat. It's about making them happy. Using food puzzles or snuffle mats makes the experience even better because they have to hunt for the food. It turns eating into an event. So don't feel bad if they prefer the treat over your hand. It's just biology. We've talked about high energy and excitement. But now, let's talk about the opposite. This is the 7th point I warned you about, the one we often overlook because we are so focused on cuddling. It's the need for a sanctuary and safe sleep. We think dogs want to be touched constantly. But did you know that dogs sleep an average of 12 to 14 hours a day? And if they are puppies or seniors, it's even more. Sleep is sacred to a dog. Often what a dog loves more than your affection is the ability to rest without being disturbed. They crave a sanctuary, a safe space. Whether it's a crate covered with a blanket, a specific corner of the couch, or a plush dog bed in a sunbeam. When they retreat to this spot, they are saying, "I am off the clock." Many owners make the mistake of bothering their dogs when they are sleeping because they look so cute. We go over and pet them. But imagine if someone came and poked you every time you started to drift off for a nap. You'd get cranky. Respecting their sleep is a massive act of love. Providing them with a high-quality bed where they feel safe enough to enter deep REM sleep is essential. If your dog chooses to go to their bed instead of cuddling with you, don't take it personally. They are prioritizing their health. They love that safe space because it allows them to recharge so they can be their best selves when they wake up. From the quiet of sleep, we move to the sensory overload of the open road. I'm talking about the joy of car rides. Want to go for a ride? Those words can cause absolute chaos in a household. But why do dogs love the car so much? It's not just because they are going somewhere. It's because the car ride itself is a sensory explosion. When a dog sticks their head out the window safely, of course the wind is forcing millions of scent particles into their nose every second. It's like watching an IMAX movie in 4D for them. They are smelling the bakery, you pass the pine trees, the neighbor's BBQ, the ocean air, all at 40 miles per hour. It is mental stimulation on steroids. Also, the movement of the car mimics the feeling of moving with a pack on a hunt, but without the physical effort. They are moving forward, scanning the horizon. It fulfills a migration instinct. Even if you are just going to the drive-thru, that 10-minute trip breaks up the monotony of the four walls of your house. It's an adventure. The visual and olfactory stimulation of a car ride is vastly more exciting to them than sitting on the floor getting a back scratch. It makes them feel like explorers. But you don't always need a car to give them an adventure. You can create one right in your living room, using their natural intelligence through games like hide and seek. Dogs are smart, incredibly smart, and a bored smart dog is a destructive dog. What they love more than passive affection is having a job to do. They love a challenge. Games like hide and seek or scent work engage their problem-solving skills. Try this. Put your dog in a stay, go hide in another room, and then yell, "Come find me." The joy on their face when they search the house and finally discover you is priceless. Or hide treats under cups or around the living room and tell them to find it. When they use their brain to solve a puzzle, they get a surge of confidence. They feel capable. It taps into their working dog ancestry. A dog that has just solved a puzzle is a satisfied dog. It's a different kind of happiness than the comfort of a pet. It's the happiness of achievement. Engaging their mind is often more tiring for them than physical exercise, and it creates a bond of teamwork between you and them. You become the creator of the fun, not just the dispenser of pets. And finally, we come to something that might seem contradictory because it involves touch, but it's a very specific kind of touch with a purpose. I'm talking about brushing and grooming. Believe it or not, once they get used to it, many dogs enjoy a good brushing session more than random petting. Why? Because it hits the spot literally. Brushing mimics allo grooming, which is how social animals bond in the wild. They clean each other. But on a physical level, brushing scratches the itches they can't reach. It removes dead fur that is making them hot and itchy. It stimulates blood flow to the skin. It's essentially a deep tissue massage. Have you ever seen a dog lean into the brush, groaning with pleasure? That's pure relief. While petting is nice, brushing is functional care. It makes them feel clean, light, and comfortable in their own skin. If you take the time to do it gently and find the right brush, it becomes a bonding ritual. It's intimate caretaking. It tells your dog, "I am taking care of your body." And the feeling of a fresh mat-free coat is something they definitely appreciate more than we realize. So there you have it. 10 things that tap into your dog's biology, their instincts, and their heart. Now, does this mean you should stop petting your dog? Absolutely not. Petting is beautiful. It releases oxytocin for both of you. It's how we say, "I love you." But real love is about understanding what the other being needs, not just what we want to give. By incorporating these things, More sniffing, more play, more mental challenges, and safe spaces. You are upgrading your dog's life from good to extraordinary. You are honoring the animal inside of them. I want to do something special today to honor the dogs who bring so much joy into our lives. I want you to go down to the comments section right now and type your dog's name, just their name. Let's fill the comments with a massive tribute wall to our best friends. I'll be reading through them and sending love to every single one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for loving your dog enough to learn about them. And we will see you in the next video.